what's up, collective? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to talk a little bit, just to put it out there to see where you guys are at because it's coming up a lot. I just thought it was my area because Taylor Swift was just here last weekend playing the Buffalo Bills. So I thought my area was a little bit saturated and everybody was talking about it. And yeah, I thought, just like everybody, I thought Taylor was like America's sweetheart. By the way, check out my Bills blanket. We lost to her boyfriend's team. By the way, boo, but you know, there's always next year. I'm not pissed at Taylor at that at all, and that's not why I'm doing this video. I just found it. I was like shocked, but here's some truth that I feel like I just want to put out in the universe for anybody who may ever get famous, or, you know, not that anyone in the industry watches, but if you want a personal perspective from your everyday America, she is oversaturated to the point where people are over. If you even, like, it's a point of an argument. If you even bring up Taylor Swift's name, they're sick of it. They're like, football fans are pissed because they feel she's making the game all about her, because every freaking play they're showing her face, and they're always like, there's mad celebrities in the audience, like, this bitch is making football all about her, and they say this bitch, like, she personally is on this mission to feminize football. But basically, she's taken over the radio. Her songs are good, but the problem with the radio is they play every hit she has for like 2 years straight, back to back, at least 16 times a day. People can't stand her for that. Then, you know, she's all over TV, all over, like, it's just enough to the point where she's tanking herself a little bit, because although she has this giant fan base, she does have tragedies under her belt that people don't appreciate, that are just being brushed under the rug. And I agree with that. Like, whatever happened to those poor girls and their family that died at her show? She cried for a second and again made it all about herself. And I feel that way too. Like, I know she was sad as a person, who wouldn't be, but I do, from all of the content, I don't know if it was her intention, but she's to the point of oversaturation where people are going to stop being fans of her. It's to the point of phony. And I really hope that they are, like, genuinely really in love and they kind of middle finger it to the world. But here's my thing. Last Super Bowl, the halftime show got more ratings than the actual game. Women are starting to boycott because of the amount of sexual violence, rapes, beatings, what have you, that go on in the football industry and aren't, you know, they get a tap on the wrist, they pay out some money, and meanwhile the women get no justice. So there's a whole movement, right? So the NFL needs to do something about this. Women are attacking the NFL more and more every year, to the point people don't even give a fuck about the games. You know, the halftime show is the only thing. Like, last year's ratings was the lowest they've had in a long time. So in comes Taylor Swift, who they had hoped would put positive eyes on an NFL. And I'm sure in some way it has. And it has brought a lot of women to the game, because the point is, they don't give a fuck about the game. They just care that Taylor Swift is there. And they are trying to appease that so that they get more viewings for the Super Bowl. It is all about money. It is all about orchestrating. Everybody plays a part. Celebrities do this when they have movies coming out or TV shows, or they just meet and agree. Their agent, like, I want to better my career. We can help each other become a power couple. This happens all the fucking time. I wish it didn't. It's disgusting. But there are also a lot of real couples as well. There are people who really fall in love and have that. And I hope that is the truth, but I don't feel it in my gut. I think the world is feeling the fake at this point. It's all for show. And why I say this in my own personal opinion, because you are a celebrity, and I understand that you want to watch your game, but and support your boyfriend, but you're also in perfect line of a camera. She's pulling a Meghan Markle. I mean, come on. Do you see the difference between the two? Because I don't. It's just the fact that Meghan Markle has to be desperate and call her own pap, and Taylor knows that if she just stands up front and if they walk out to everything is orchestrated. If a celebrity does not want to be seen, they do everything they can not to be seen. And yes, they do get caught sometimes, but like it's oversaturated. It's oversaturated. I was out with that guy with the whole Pfizer thing. Why are you taking money to force people? 10 years down the road, there's going to be lawsuits left and right, and I hope he gets his money drained from him when those lawsuits come. But I don't like any football player that is paid by a pharmaceutical company to sit around and fucking drug people before they even research what the fuck they were trying to prevent. They just immediately just start plugging it into people's bodies. You are a football player. Stay the fuck out of the health industry. And that's for actors too. I don't like any actors that spits on fucking TV unless it's something they have that they live with every day. Like Zoloft. I think that's fucking disgusting. I think Zoloft has horrible side effects that nobody fucking talks about. And a lot of my friends who committed suicide were on Zoloft, so I don't want to hear any fucking backlash. I have manic depression myself. I won't touch the fucking shit. And nobody out there should be touching it. You can try anything else but that fucking Zoloft, man. And who pushes that out? Big name celebrities were pushing that out when that first came out. They got in trouble. It will come back to them. But my point is, this is how you lose fans. You can't just stay in your lane. Stop taking payouts and dipping into things to boost your career. I really feel like anybody out here being fake in this Hollywood industry, I wish them to be exposed. I put that out in the universe. I am the age of exposure. I'm a Leo Virgo cusper. I see right fucking through this shit, and I think it's disgusting. Like, we have so much going on in the world, and all the fuck we can hear about is Travis and Taylor. And they perpetuate it more than anyone. They know how to show up. They know how to work a camera. They know what press is going to sell, and they do it on purpose. It's going to help the NFL. It's going to help Travis's career. And seemingly, I feel like it's destroying Taylor. I really feel like if she went into this, like maybe she really is in love with this guy and he's about to dump her, and we're going to get a whole album of I got fucking played. This motherfucker only cared about money. But there's something shady about that motherfucking guy. And there's something shady about this relationship. I kind of feel, I've never felt this way. I've always been defensive of Taylor Swift, but I don't feel like this is Taylor Swift anymore. She has become, I don't even like the word sellout, because she's not a sellout. She's evolving as an artist, and that's great, and she's trying to expand her horizons, but she's being phony. She forgot to be her authentic self, and no relationship that she's been public about has worked. You're repeating the same pattern, expecting different results. And if that's the case, I'm sad for her. She'll learn it eventually. But I really feel like this is a hoax for the NFL. And truth will be in the pudding. If Travis's team makes it to the Super Bowl, everybody's saying that team is going to the Super Bowl because having Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl is good for the NFL. Everybody thinks that the NFL is paying teams now. Everybody just feels fake about football, and she's not even American. So we feel that she's shitting on our sport, and it's fake. I hope it isn't, but I'm with my people. Like, after listening, I'm like, I sat down and thought about it. Like, it's all adding up now, especially with the perpetuated media market of these two and how much they are purposely seen with each other. It's like they're shoving it down people's throats. Couples with that much status don't do that if it's real. They want to protect it. But maybe she just doesn't give a fuck anymore. And she's like, it's going to be hell no matter who I date. I really don't feel like it's coming from her camp. That's the shadiness. I feel like it's coming from his.